Well, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has told lawmakers that Iran bears responsibility for allowing Hamas to grow to the point where it's launched its attack on Israel. Also, Qatar is taking part in talks in Germany this Thursday. For more, let's cross to our correspondent in Berlin, Nick Spicer. So, Nick, Scholz delivered this speech earlier. What did he have to say?
It was a very somber speech, as you can well imagine, a German chancellor making as regards such a massive killing of Israeli civilians. He said 1,000 citizens have died in terrorist acts. There are hundreds, thousands more rather, in hospital, some of them about to die, on the verge of death. And he said Israel's a country of 9 million people, and there's not a single Israeli that doesn't know one of the victims. And he said Germany is standing side by side. It has no other place than to stand side by side with Israel. Germany's entire raison d'etre is to prevent the killing of Jews. And he also issued a warning to regional countries saying, don't get involved in this conflict. Don't launch attacks of your own, because that will not be forgiven. And he also issued a call on the head of the Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas, calling on him to condemn what Hamas had done, saying his silence was a disgrace.
Well, so, Nick, what is the level of feeling in the streets and areas with large Muslim or Arab populations in Germany?
Well, on the very day it all took place on Saturday, there were dozens of people in Sonnenallee, which is where a lot of immigrants live, basically handing out sweets, celebrating, some of them even saying Sieg Heil, the Nazi salute, to the shock and dismay of many Germans. I spoke with the Israeli ambassador actually on that day, saying that Germany has to do something to prevent this kind of hate speech taking place. And just for our viewers who may be watching in the United States, there is no absolute free speech in Germany. There are laws against hate speech, and I think that is what is behind the motivation of the German chancellor announcing in the Bundestag today that he would be outlawing groups that support Hamas, and particularly Samidun, which bills itself as a network of support for Palestinian prisoners, saying that Germany will not tolerate hatred and instigation, and that it was intolerable that anybody should be glorifying and celebrating what was taking place in Israel now. And just a final note, the local mayor in that borough of Berlin actually said to Der Spiegel magazine that it might not be a good idea if you were a Jew to go into the streets wearing a kippah. So that should just give you an idea of the tension here. Not all necessarily Arabs and Muslims support what is going on, but if you interview many of them, they will tell you they're kind of afraid to speak out.